Nightmare Riola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So this fight right here was definitely KO of the year candidate. I know the year just started, but this was brutal, man. Carlos Takam wins fourth round knockout. The first round starts, both guys come out. A lot of posturing and feinting with the jab and probing around with the jab. Takam initiated his jab. In the first round, as the round progressed, he started to initiate the jab. He was stepping in with hard jabs and good chopping right hands. You can tell he started to back Rekowski up, and Rekowski, he's a guy that likes to come forward, likes to throw a lot of hooks and, left hand or jab, right hands. You know what I mean? He likes to throw that 1-2 combination down the middle, and he likes to throw left and right hooks, type of fighter he is. So I was curious to see, how Takam was going to start this fight off, because when Warzik fought Rekowski, he caught him off the back foot. I believe it was the first round, and when he caught him with that, I think it was like a right hook uppercut type of punch. He caught him with, and he dropped him. Then he ended up stopping him later in the fight. But when he caught him with that knockdown, he caught him off the back foot. So I was going to see if Takam was, going to fight off the back foot or not. He didn't. He pretty much, fought him at an even distance to try to work his jab in there. And the jab was on point tonight, man. First round, so, the end of the first round, Rekowski, you could tell he was getting backed up, started to get bust up a little bit. The second round, they come out. Rekowski did land some good shots in this round, in my opinion. I think it was at the second or third, but I think it was this round where he landed some good hooks. It was like some left hooks and a nice right hand he landed on Takam. Takam just took it, man, kept coming forward. You know what I mean? He was working behind the jab. He was giving Rekowski the left shoulder, fighting with a very low left hand. That's why he got caught with that right hand. And he was pretty much catching all of Rekowski's left hooks with his right glove, because he was keeping the left hand low with the right glove right to the right side of his chin right there, and he was pretty much catching all those punches. You know what I mean? But there's a few times some left hooks got over that glove or got around that glove and caught him. But he took those shots. You know what I mean? And once I seen that, I knew it was going to be, it was just a matter of time, because Rekowski likes to back you up. He isn't really all that great off his back foot. It seemed as if he was trying to, once he couldn't, get close and really initiate anything when the jab was giving him problems, it looked like he was trying to, revert to, that he was going to try to counter Takam. And that didn't work, because it was like Takam kept throwing feints, and he was just throwing jabs out there to make Rekowski react to him, thinking he's going to counter the jab. The whole time Takam was setting him up to counter that counter with right hands. So a lot of little things going on within the fight itself, man. The third round, he got knocked down. It was a left hook that caught him, and then it was a right hand that caught him on top of his forehead, Rekowski, and he went down. He gets up. I couldn't believe he made it through the third round. I was pretty, he made me a fan of his getting up after that, because he was getting busted up and backed up, man, and you could tell he's on unsteady legs, and I didn't think he was going to make it through the rest of that third round. I forget how much time exactly was left, but I didn't think he was going to make it through. Takam stayed pretty calm. He was very patient and comfortable in this fight. You could just tell he just was very comfortable in this fight, man. Working behind that jab. But even when Rekowski got up, he didn't go crazy and start windmilling punches. He stayed behind the jab. He tried to get him out of there. He was throwing some hooks. Caught him with some hooks too, but couldn't get him out of there. Then the fourth round starts. Takam comes back out, working behind the jab, but being aggressive, behind good technique and working behind the jab. Then he started to let hooks go, and it was a volley of punches, man. I think the punch that really backed him up was a right hand in between all those punches he was throwing. It was a good right hand that backed him up. And Rekowski, you could tell he had his arms out there because he was kind of buzzed. So he had his arms out to kind of feel where Takam was, trying to grab him or wrap him up or just feel where he was. Takam ended up on the left side of Rekowski's body. And he kind of came in with a left hook from the side of his body. Boom, hits him. As soon as a punch hits him, you can hear the referee, who spoke English, it's over. He said it's over. Before he even hits the ground face first, he hits the ground. He's telling them to bring the stretchers in. Like, it wasn't even a count. As soon as he hit, boom, bring the stretchers. You can hear him saying, bring the stretchers, it's over. He was out, man, for about, whoever televised this fight, they took the camera off of Rekowski. Once he hit the ground face first, they had the camera on for maybe about 20 seconds, something like that. And then they took the camera off him for minutes. So I didn't know what was going on. The referee, I can hear him talking over everybody because he speak English. I can understand it. So it was like, let him breathe. Let him try to breathe. Where's his mouthpiece at? Where's his mouthpiece? Where, as if like maybe swallowed his mouth. It was just bad. You know what I mean? So I think they finally got him up off the mat around about the 6-7 minute mark. And then when he did get up, they set him right on the stool. They didn't let him walk. They set him right on the stool. Then he sat down for another like 4 minutes. It was just brutal, man. But I know he was face first down for like at least a minute. And then they had to roll him over. And he was still down for a few minutes unconscious, man. So they're trying to check his breathing. But that was brutal. That was brutal, man. Takam, he ended up winning a IBF Intercontinental title. Minor title. He's rated highly by the IBF. I believe he's number 5. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's like number 5 or 6 by the IBF, and by the WBC he's rated highly too. I believe he's in the top 10 of the WBC. I think he's either number 8 or 9. I know him and Dylan White are right next to each other in the rankings. Where does he go from here? I like to see him fight Dylan White. That'd be a good fight. He was supposed to fight Johan Duhaupas. This was supposed to be the fight against Duhaupas, but Duhaupas ended up taking the money and the opportunity to try to defeat Povetkin on short notice, and he ended up getting knocked out. But Duhaupas still holds that WBC silver title, so I'm curious to see if Duhaupas comes back, what type of fight is he going to take? Is they going to still try to get this Takam fight? Duhaupas may need a fight or two just to see where he's at after that knockout he suffered, and he isn't a guy that's known for being stretched out either, you know what I mean? So, but I think he'll bounce back though, but hopefully Rekowski, I've seen him fight a few times, man. The Warjic fight, the Macau fight, and the Zimnock fight. The Zimnock was actually pretty entertaining fight. They were going back and forth in that one. That one went to the decision. That was a good fight. But I seen him get stopped bad again, or get dropped against Warjic, and he got stopped on his feet. His legs stiffened up in that fight. But this one was just outright nasty though, man. So hopefully this dude's okay. Takam, yeah, man. Just match him up with, like I said, Dylan White's out there. The WBC rankings. That's the rankings I'm looking at. Andrew Ruiz Jr. be an entertaining fight. There's a lot of entertaining fights for him. So I'm curious to see where he's going to go. Like I said, he just picked up this minor IBF title. But Pulev is getting a winner out of Klitschko and Joshua. So there's no immediate title shot there. WBC, we still have to see what's going on with Povetkin. You got Berman Stavern there. Luis Ortiz is not rated by the WBC, although Ortiz is trying to get that. The WBA is ordering the winner out of Klitschko and Joshua to give Ortiz a title shot. So I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I will leave the fight in the description box, man. Click it and watch the fight for yourself. Definitely KO of the year candidate for this young year, but that was nasty. I'm out.